Thomas Koehrer, I'm ESSEC 97, and I'm now working with Bank of America, where I'm looking after the technology practice. This is about investment in education. This is about tomorrow's education. I work in technology. I think we are right in the middle of one of the most fundamental transformation of our modern society, and education, like anything else, is being reinvented. Campus 2020 is about basically moving the school into tomorrow's education. And making sure we invest enough to remain a leader in education. I'm proud to have studied there, and I'm proud of representing the school. And I think, again, going back to the point I was giving you earlier, I think these institutions are particularly important in today's environment because they are a symbol of what you can achieve through meritocracy. And if we don't protect these institutions, if we don't strengthen them, if we don't allow them to thrive and indeed to lead, then indeed you basically jeopardize their future. Yeah, well, plenty, obviously. But listen, I would leave it to 3 key points for me. First of all, obviously, friendship. I think 20 years later, we still laugh of the same jokes, and I've kept very strong friendships of people I met and I lived with at ESSEC. Secondly, internships. I think for me they've been career defining. I will always remember, in particular 2 of them, which basically end up defining who I am today. And finally, social mobility, which I think I've seen so many examples of it while I was at the school, and I think which is particularly important in the environment in which we live in. Yeah, well, listen, I think this is about, we touched on some of the points, but for me it's obviously about giving back. I massively benefited from studying there and graduating from ESSEC, and today I think there's a little bit of payback time, and I would encourage everyone to actually think about it. You see, I live in a very US environment where it's actually usual to do this. I think as a society we should do this much more, and therefore I would encourage everyone to do this. And again, the second reason is the one I mentioned, which is that in that context, this is also about preserving and protecting institutions which really protect meritocracy.